Welcome. Sorry about that. It was just a restream reconstruct, so took me a minute there to get used to what we're doing.
Amazon
Nope,
Prime Day.
definitely get used to what we're doing. Not destroying my visibility issues. We're going to not undo all the good work, and we're going to keep going. I'm not sure why it's been strange. Oh, I see the issue. Done. Okay. So, we've got it up on Insta now, and I'm on here. Okay, let's do our opening prayer. O great Spirit, Father Sky, Mother Earth, the winds, the waters, my Father, my Mother, Atanaha, all that is. We thank you for our lives, and we thank you for these good people. We thank you for all that we are and all that we are to become. We dedicate our time spent together and our relationships with one another to you. We ask that our suffering be ended and our pain be lifted to the love and to the peace that lay beyond. Aho, Amen, Namaste. Okay, so our first question is from Aisha. She's saying, Hi, Sky. Can I have a reading on my relationship? I feel drained. I feel like I take care of my partner, like our roles have reversed. I want to be able to rest and him to be more in his masculine. Thank you. Okay, so let's just call in the romance angels and let me see what's going on. So I'm immediately getting shown that there's some worthiness issues going on. Like you do want to be taken care of, but at the same time, there was something in your childhood that there's really strong beliefs that if you're not constantly busy, then you are not worthy of support. It's kind of like, I remember growing up hearing other women speaking about, mothers that had nannies not raising their children, the nanny was raising their child. Mothers that had cleaners not really caring about their partners and being like spoiled and using that time to cheat on their partners. And it wasn't true. It was just the jealousy of the women that those other women were supported, right? And that they were taken care of in that way. But there's something here around you want it, and there's a dual belief of I'm bad if I have it. If I get taken care of on that level, then how do I serve him? How do I contribute? So let's just take a moment just to release that stuff, right? Because the way a woman contributes to the relationship is by multiplying a man's energy, right? By loving him. And you don't have anything left, right? To create chemistry, to create desire, to create attraction, to create beauty. You don't have any energy to give if you are cooking, cleaning, organizing everything. If you're in the mother energy more than you are in the goddess or sex kitten energy. And to be in goddess energy, you need care. You want to really be able to really fully inhabit like that mother energy, that goddess energy, and that sensual energy. And you want to move between the three to keep the relationship in balance. There we go. Okay. Round 2, next question. I'm not so sure about any of this. It's been a while. I'm a bit nervous, but we're doing it anyway. Okay, so next question is from the Sweet Fairy. Hi, I'm resuming work this Friday after being sick for over a week. Any message from the angels regarding what to expect? And hope to see the man I am drawn to at work. Thank you. They're really showing me that you really need to hydrate and that you need to take care of yourself because your body is still run down. So there's a really strong message, particularly from Archangel Raphael, to take it easy, right? To really invest in that self-care. And I'm being shown around like the partner coming, like the man coming in, that it's going to be like Thursday, Friday, or early next week. And they're showing me you have to make eye contact, you have to smile, you have to give a sign that you're interested in more than just friendship. Men won't approach you if you don't give them a sign. And you don't have to be like, you don't do anything crazy. You just have to give them a smile or you have to keep eye contact, but they need a reassurance that it's safe to approach you and that you're at least going to be friendly if you rebuff them instead of being aggressive. That's really important. So I'm going to send in the romance angels to help you. There we go. And then moving on to the next one. Okay. Where am I? Here is saying, hi Sky, can you do a reading for my health for the next 3 months? So my love, here is saying, can you do a reading for my health for the next 3 months? So my love, what I'm seeing right now is burnout. So I'm really getting shown you need to pour a lot of zinc, a lot of selenium, a lot of B vitamins, a lot of iodine, and you really need to. It's interesting, isn't it? But when it comes to exhaustion in the body and repairing the body, you have to put a little bit of more effort in, which when you're exhausted is the last thing you feel like doing. But I get Archangel Raphael so strong, and he's saying, look, you have to break the pattern of neglect. So if you want your health to improve over the next 3 months, you wanting your health to change, but you're refusing to change. You cannot keep neglecting your body and have a different health outcome over the next 3 months. So in order for your body to repair, for your hormones to repair, for your nervous system to repair, it needs nourishing food. It needs sleep. It needs nature. So it's the angels are saying it like your health is going to stay the same unless you make self-care a priority and that you are the change that you're waiting for. It's kind of like you're waiting for your body to just do it, but it's so run down from the neglect because you're not eating properly, you're not sleeping properly, you're not exercising, you're not getting outside. It's just, and then your family is draining you as well, and it's just too many fronts, darling. Like there comes a point where you have to receive, so you have to make space for receiving. Your health will change when you change. Okay. Okay, Mitra's saying I'm a painter and also sell my art prints online, Etsy shop, etc. Put so much love, energy, money into it, ads, marketing pics, but almost no sales. I need passive income. What am I not seeing? So it's it's interesting, right? But what you're not seeing is traffic. So when you understand sales, God, I've forgotten the name of the man, but there's a really good book called Expert Sales that explains that you can have the best website, you can have the best sales page, but if nobody comes, right? Or if the people that come aren't the correct audience, then you won't have any conversions, which is what you're discussing. From a spiritual perspective, what you're missing is service. So you can get to people that get to a stage of saying they're making huge amounts of passive income, like huge amounts of passive income from Amazon or Etsy, or they spent time making sure that there was an adequate amount of traffic going to their shop. Now you can achieve that through social media. A lot of people use Pinterest and TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. You can achieve that through location. If you think McDonald's is always like at the bit of the the roundabout where the most people go around, or at the exit of the airport, they're ensuring they have foot traffic, right? So that's real traffic versus online traffic or um, internet traffic, but the concept is the same. So you need to have people to come and see your stuff that you like. So now you have to do research on where your audience is. If you have the right hashtags, if your shop looks perfect, now what you're working on is traffic. And then once you have that flow, that's when the passive income starts coming. And then once enough people are talking about it and appreciating it, it happens in your sleep and you don't have to do it. But that's why, like, you don't have to put effort into it. But that's why creators put so much effort into building and creating their channels, is because they know that without traffic, their business is dead, right? So marketing is good once you have a certain amount of traffic and word of mouth, but marketing, it takes a long time. So people on average have to see 7 ads of yours before they click to find out more. And even then, they normally have to visit your website between 7 to 10 times and buy a low price product before they're willing to go further. So um one of the best things you can do is like make like little videos showing off your products, is send some of your products as gifts to people, and in return for them sending you a testimonial or sending you a little review. But you need traffic. That's where it's blocked. It's around fear that you're always going to have to work this hard. You won't, but you do in the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to send in the abundance angels to help you. You don't have to work hard forever, but you have to put the systems in place that will sustain you okay, that will sustain you long term. And that sometimes requires a lot of worthiness mind work. Okay. Aisha's saying, okay, Aisha's saying, oh, we've done that, Misha, already. Mattis is saying, Dear Sky, can you give me any guidance for my dog? The vet said he has cancer, I'm so sorry, and did not give me any options because of his age. I no longer feed him dog food, thank you. It's so good to see you. It's good to see you too. I will reveal in about a month's time exactly what's been going on. There's a lot of exciting things happening in the background, and some things I wasn't expecting. So I'm sorry I was gone for a couple of weeks, but there's some very exciting things happening, and I hope you've enjoyed Hera. By the way, doors to October Medical Intuitive are open. We already have over like 20 signups. So if you want to get in here or have a conversation with me about it, if you're thinking about doing it, I need to hear from you. We need to get you booked in there. A, before I go away for summer holidays, and B, so that you're all organized for starting in October. Okay, so let's just start by sending in Archangel Raphael and sending unconditional love, asking for an instant healing on woofers over here. Okay, so the angels are showing me bicarbonate of soda. So they want you to just confirm that, because I've never been given that message for dogs before, but they're showing me you need to alkalize your dog's body. So start putting like a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda in one like bowl of water per day. Like make sure he drinks that bowl, and then obviously the rest is fresh water, but make sure that his pH is alkaline, and that's going to give you the highest chance of reversing the cancer as quickly as possible. But as much fresh food as you can. So exactly what you said about getting away from canned food or dog food. So living food is how the body repairs. Cancer is a fungus. So it literally is breaking down deceased and dead food. The other thing that is probably a good thing to do is like anti-parasite / antifungal for him. But the dogs, particularly animals, often get sick because they're absorbing our energy and they're protecting us. Okay, so let's just take a minute to help the angels take the disease into the light, and let's thank him for protecting you from getting sick. There we go. Yeah, he's showing me some sort of situation at work. This energy of like anger at people taking advantage of you. So we're just going to pull out these beliefs that you're not supported and just replace them with the belief that the whole universe, the whole multiverse has your back. Okay, that's looking good. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Sarah Massey. Sarah's saying, Hello, Sky. I'd like to ask the guides and angels guidance about the dreams I'm having lately. What's the reason behind them? Can I also have a card pulled for what directions take in September? Yes, you can. Pull out the cards. The Kuan Yin cards came out today as well as the angels, so we'll bring them out too. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Okay, so September, spread your wings, life review. Okay, so the angels are saying don't hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. So this card is coming to you because you've got doubts. You're thinking that if you've got doubts, you don't think you can make it, and it's causing this inaction, this inertia. And then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't take action, you're not going to hit the goal. So it's the energy of have faith in the fact that you're going to achieve your goal. Have faith that you can do what you set out to do. And a life review is them asking you to take a really hard look at whether or not what you're creating is what you really want. They're showing me that you are almost creating too much hard work, too much It's almost like you're trying to prove that you're good at what you do by working really, really hard. It's like this a belief that you have to achieve mastery through hard work. You have to achieve mastery through practice, but that's different than through hard work, right? You have to work smart, you have to work in alignment, but you can't, working harder doesn't necessarily get you your goals, right? So you can work really hard, but if you don't learn how to hire, if you don't learn how to market, if you don't learn how to be supported, then you're still going to be stuck, right? So working harder isn't necessarily going to make you more. And you reach an income cap. So let's say, for example, you're working harder doing one-to-one sessions. There's only so many hours in the week. There's only so many clients you can see in the year. After that, you will reach a cap. There's no other way, right? Without you developing different skills to create more of a passive income, you're still stuck. Okay. I'm going to send in the career angels to help you with that one. Okay. Lorena's saying, hi, Sky, can you help me to identify my niche? Where do I start best? Okay, look. Claircognizance. So this, your niche is psychic development, and the gift is around claircognizance. So I've actually never given this reading to anyone ever before. So it's a very, very unique. It's a very powerful gift. They say that claircognizance, like clear knowing, is one of the most, well, the most powerful gift, even more powerful than clairvoyance. This energy of to know God or to know Creator. And teaching that to others is what you're being called to do. And you can see the angel of victory right on top of the mountain. Career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. You've been unhappy where you are for a long time, and they're really saying that you're letting your perfectionism block you. You're a spiritual teacher. Getting the niche right isn't the most important thing. Being visible is the most important thing. And that's something I actually did by accident. So, visibility was something that I just started showing up every Tuesday night and teaching and doing it. And I didn't understand why that was the most important thing. I had no understanding of sales or traffic or funnels or anything like that. But it's the most important thing. If you show up and you be visible and you tell people that you're doing sessions and that you're doing your teaching, then people come. Workshops fill, and people start to know you. You develop a name, you develop a brand, right? Even without having an online presence, which I didn't for years and years and years, despite the fact I had a full clinic and I was well known, right? So the two things don't necessarily go hand in hand, but showing up goes hand in hand, and how you show up. So you have to start showing up in the energy of, I am a spiritual teacher, I am a spiritual healer. I am a life coach. That energy has to change so that you embody the I am presence, and it starts to manifest in a super healthy way. Moving away from whatever TikTok/Instagram depressing video thing. Stay away from the scrolly things on social media. Waste hours of your time and give you negative energy. Okay. Therese is saying, hi, would you give me a reading for guidance on my career, please? TY, thank you very much. I'm a nurse, FYI, explains all of Archangel Raphael's angels around you, darling. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Oh, we've got the energy of career transition. Claircognizance again. And all is well. So you're really not happy in your job, and you really want to see people get better. And there's some sort of money issue here as well. It's like you feel like it's a mix. It's like you feel like you wouldn't be able to sustain the level of lifestyle that you have if you change jobs, which isn't true. You would be able to out earn what you currently make. But there's also energy of like, I feel so trapped when I'm tuning into you, and I feel like so much sadness at what people are having to go through and the indignities and the way that they're being mistreated. Your heart is calling for more. You know, you came here to see people get better. Clark Cognizant says that you're knowing, it's funny, isn't it? Because I said, you know, you came here to see people get better. And Clark Cognizance came up, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas. You know the truth. You know that there's a better way, right? You know that there's a better way, and you're being called to listen. That is divine guidance. Take your idea and run with it, right? There's a better way to make people better than the one you're currently experiencing. Archangel Jeremiah is the angel of forgiveness. So the last one is everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you'll soon understand. Sometimes God kicks us out of a situation or out of a job because we have bigger things. I remember me and my husband used to teach together. And I remember him basically kicking me out, was like, we're not teaching together anymore. We're not doing it together anymore. And I was absolutely heartbroken, but I would never have become a medical intuitive. I would never have created my own 6-7 figure companies. I would never have become who I really was. I would never have gone into theta healing if he hadn't done that. So sometimes it's divine timing, right? That you need to like get kicked out the nest to learn how to fly by mother bird. Sometimes, you know, when you're refusing to leave a situation because it gets comfortable, financially comfortable, it becomes spiritually constrictive and you can no longer grow. So we're going to call on Archangel Jeremiah to give you the courage and the forgiveness to make the career move that you need to make, and to make the changes that you need to make so that you're living the life that you desire in your heart to live. You only get, well, it's not true, but you only get one life as you anyway. You get a lot of different lifetimes, but you only get one as you in this body. Okay. Jennifer Morgan is saying, hello, gorgeous, manifesting big things, whoop, whoop, and hoping for some guidance on the angels as to the next step, please. Well, you're the first one that's pulled in the Kuan Yin today, so let's see what comes up. Okay, so the card that we got is the Threshold. Ooh, the Threshold. Number 39. At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond you. Through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment to humanity in your own soul. Congratulations, you're embarking on a phase of deepest soul liberation to freedom of love that triumphs over fear. It is quite a journey. Many, many lifetimes with much inner work have been required for you to be able to perceive the light of the divine, even underneath the density of fear. You are fast approaching the karmic threshold where you can shift from fear-based to love-based embodiment. This is a sacred and important time where it's wise to surround yourself with those who are able to support you in this love-based reality. So there's a real focus on lovability and being able to embody that, and that being the main area that you're concentrating on right now. Trusting that that's working, and that it's working in every single area of your life, that it's making you magnetic, that it's making you abundant, that it's making you more desirable, that it's making you healthier. Just, it's almost like this tunnel vision. I feel like I'm in an angel tunnel, and I'm being pulled, you know, towards this vortex. So it's a very much what I call like karmic absolution that's coming up for you. So congratulations. It's been a lot of work. I know how hard you work and how good a person you are. But keep your eye on the prize. Stay focused on lovability so that you can really, really feel loved every single day, because you deserve it and we need it. Okay. I was just saying, hi Sky, I started a new business venture doing self-publishing. It feels like a really good thing. However, feelings around my worthiness are coming up for me big time. Any insights, please? My love, you have to go and look at your childhood. There's massive inner child healing that's required here. And this is what I think is funny, right? You moved away from your healing to move into the self-publishing because you thought it would be easier, but wherever you go, there you are. when it comes to receiving more, whether it's because you're employed by somebody else, need a promotion, etc. Whenever it comes to receiving more, whether it's from a partner, whether it's from a business, whether it's from your divine life purpose, whether it's from your clients, you need to increase your worthiness, right? So you need to understand your worth. And that comes from going and looking at all the places in your childhood, all the places in your lifetimes, all the places in your ancestral line where you gave away your worth or where you believed that you were worthless and where this has become the truth for you, right? So you're releasing the distortions, every place that the truth that you are worthy of all good, right, has become distorted into a lie that you are not good enough, that you're not worthy. You need to go back and connect and do that healing. And it's not a superficial exercise, but it's amazing how quickly it works when you stop and take that life review and do what needs to be done. Okay. Okay. Sarah Massey is saying, I'm going to skip you, darling, because you've had an angel reading already. Some of you are getting in there a couple of times and other people aren't getting readings. So I'm going to skip you and come back to you if we have time. Gabrielle is saying, hi, Sky. I have something in the skin off of my hand for months that isn't shifting. It's now a bit on my chest too. Can you help? You need a detox, darling. I can send Archangel Raphael, but you're doing like cleaning without wearing gloves. And you've managed to absorb some chemicals. So things like activated charcoal, bentonite clay consistently for like 3 months is really going to help. But please, for the love of God, wear gloves if you're going to do cleaning with like if you're going to do cleaning with cleaning equipment. That stuff is not messing around, right? Arts community. My marriage is now in the divorce process. I still have guilt, hope, doubts. I sleep on the couch. Should he move out or take slow steps? Not sure how to navigate. He is waiting for my decision always. Look, when I'm tuning in to you, yeah, so it's interesting. There's a very strong theme around worthiness today, right? When I'm tuning into you, you don't believe you deserve more. So you have to slow it down. You have to, like, you're not going to be able to enforce boundaries. You're not going to be able to take care of yourself. You're not going to be able to do that, even if you leave this relationship, okay? Because you don't know what you need to be okay. So that's the first thing, is you need to write it down, right? What do you need to be okay? How many hours do you need a week to work out, to sleep, to hang out with friends, to go for walks in nature? What do you need to be okay, right? And then this, your partner, this is the reality of it. He is not going to change. Change requires a lot of effort, right? A lot of effort, especially if they're not in therapy consistently. So you have to ask yourself, am I strong enough to change myself at the same time as dragging him along? Because you've given him a lot of second chances. You wouldn't have gotten here if it hadn't gotten really bad. Okay, so divorce is not like a threat. A divorce is you finally choosing you. But I think that's the issue, is that you still don't know how to choose you. So I would do the healing around choosing you, and then it might switch everything around, right? It might literally, like, that's what the angels are showing me. It really is just going to do it like a 180, but you have to get the putting you first is not selfish. The woman is the light of the home. And when you put yourself first, everybody's happy. It's like when your mom's happy, everybody's happy. But you can't be happy unless you get your worth. So it's not for him to show you your worth, right? It's for you to know your worth, and then he can reflect that back to you. So let's just take a moment. We're going to call the worthiness angels in and just do a vacuum around you. Oof. Okay, it's moving a bit. Purmina saying, could I have a general reading for guidance and support that I need at this phase of my life? Let's see what the Kuan Yin cards have to say. Okay, so card 28, the sun rising. You're a highly creative being with the potential to raise the vibration of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects, work, dreams, and hobbies. The power of collaboration, choosing to work with others in joint projects, allows for synergy to occur where you can grow stronger and become more than the sum of your individual parts, calling in great cosmic assistance and potency. You're guided to remain open to other souls joining forces with you. Just like the Sisters of the Sun, rising that bring great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, much that is wonderful can occur. So let's just bring in the angels to clear your fear of collaboration. There we go. That's starting to clear nicely. And just release any blocks that you have to being more visible. And to trusting in the collaboration process. Okay, that's looking way better. Simone is saying, hi Sky, can I please have a reading on relationship with my support? I feel I can't see it maybe, although it seems I am receiving it, especially in my relationship. Any clarity on this? Um, so when I'm scanning you, what the angels are showing me is that you think you are the support. Right? So that's a big shift in constellation and like if you think about every system as a constellation or a hierarchy of people, if you imagine the body, right? If you believe that you're the support, then your energy is in the spine. Whereas if you believe that you are the lover, then your energy is in the heart. And if you believe that you are the inspiration, then your energy is in the brain. And it's the same thing with a constellation. If you believe that you're the support, then your energy is always going to be at the back and you're going to struggle to receive. There's something here around sexual energy as well that's coming up super strong around like it being blocked off. So like you're not supposed to experience pleasure, period. Pleasure is bad and wrong and a form of evil. So then your support is pleasure. Having someone open the door for you, having somebody make a meal for you, having somebody do things for you brings you pleasure, and then it's causing you to constrict. So let's just call in the sexy angels to release that, all that sexual guilt, so that you can experience pleasure. Not just sexual pleasure, but genuine everyday pleasure. Pleasure in your cup of tea, pleasure in people doing things for you, pleasure in being supported. Okay, that's looking much better. Gabrielle saying, hi, I keep getting involved in situations that are unjust to me. Could you please help with the spiritual perspective? What could be the cause of being treated unjustly? Many thanks, Gabriella. So this is a sign like that you don't have your own back. So when God keeps putting you in situations where people are betraying you, and I had this a lot last year, it's because you don't have your own back. And when you were a little child, let's say, and your brother did something or your sister did something or your parent did something and you challenged them on it, the boundary was attacked. And it was attacked, sometimes even gaslit, so that you thought you were bad for saying no. And then what happens as an adult is that predators or unfair people, unfair situations, they can sense that you will buckle if they challenge you. They will buckle if they fight. You will buckle if they fight you. And that you're not going to say anything, that you're not really watching, that you're not really up for the fight, right? And that makes you more um, more easy prey. It makes you a target. So let's just take a minute and give you permission to check with your values before you challenge something instead of checking with your um, um, like with whether or not the person likes you or whether or not it's going to cause a problem. You have to get to the point where your values are more important. Being in integrity is more important than the short-term fall or the short-term fallout from challenging injustice. Sorry, let me just check because I'm meant to be getting the oven fixed today. And okay, I think it might be them. Gonna do one more. Love Sunshine is saying, may I ask about my health and whether I need to change something, do more of it? Many thanks. The angels are saying you need to sleep. I think you're staying up late, and they're really saying you need to give yourself a chance to sleep. Okay, you need to give your body a chance. You need to have, like, 7 p.m., no more social media, no more phone, no more TV, switching to books. Um, switching to soft music, turning the ambience around the house. You need to have a bedtime routine, but you're not giving yourself time to rest. You're not giving yourself time to switch off, and that is one of the biggest healers that there is. Monica saying, hi Sky, my boyfriend has been so busy with work and we haven't connected in a while, so I'm focusing on myself at the moment. Is this distance going to last long? I'm sad because I feel like he's forgetting me. Um, the message I'm getting is actually very reassuring. The message I'm getting is that not like literally like the angels are all, I can see Archangel Michael literally taking a knife and cutting the drama. He's like saying, don't, that's the wound. That this person is actually working so hard because he wants to build a life for you. And this is like one of those moments where if you imagine that you were building your business or you were going through a particularly hard time at work and your partner, instead of supporting you, was being like, you're not there for me, you should be giving me more attention. You can imagine that the one space that you think you can go to get strength is still is like another space that doesn't exist, so then you have nowhere to go. So work on the trauma that says if a man is busy then he's not into me. Release it, right? Because that only works if you're with unsuccessful men. If you're with any successful man or successful woman, we work and we work hard and we work in seasons, and some of them are busier than others. So, it's kind of like, let's say you go out with a doctor or a policeman, or like my husband, a CEO, or even with me, right? There are genuinely seasons where we are, like when we're running retreats or we're running workshops, or it might be 3 months where we're doing a launch and we're extra busy and that we're just not available for the like that feminine energy romance. That the season switches, right? But when you're with people who are successful, they do really focus in on what they're doing, and work-life balance is an illusion, especially in the beginning of building an empire or building something great. So what I'm seeing when I'm tuning in is he's working, he's trying to build a life for you. Now is one of those moments where switch the prayer to a gratitude prayer. You know, um, Literally, you want to be switching to how can I serve, how can I support, instead of what can I get. How can I get more time? How can I get more attention? And like you said, focus on you. Give yourself, the walks in nature, the workshops. This is the season to like do the things that you love to do, that you with your girlfriends, or travel, or whatever. But be supportive, be proud, be like affirming of what he's doing. Men are not women, and they're supposed to build, they're supposed to grow, they're supposed um to lift. So he's like very much in a busy season. There's still very strong love between you, and I think he's still very interested in you. Okay, gonna do one more, guys. Roxanne Hodgkin saying, so lovely to see you. Hope you are well. Do you have any guidance for me for work? I am nearly full time with clients. Congratulations. Really happy with progression and growth. I'm very happy with you as well. Let's do it. Okay, so the card you got is 33, Sisters of the Light. So I think this is about collaboration as well. Okay, you're an advanced soul and have lived many incarnations, shone your light through many different faces. Your soul has learned many skills in past lives, developed abilities and talents. This lifetime is a culminating lifetime in the sense of your soul is drawing together potencies developed over many lifetimes into unified expression. It's like drawing on the power of 10 sisters or more into your current life. Be prepared to grow and shine. It's up to you to trust your heart and discern what feels true for you. Remember, you're one being with the eternal source that has been many faces. Just like the 10 sisters of light, you have various skills and talents, and you can enjoy allowing the process of their returns to you now. The integration of healing of past life pattern into new expression too. So there's an energy now of like becoming more visible and of collaborating, and of not being afraid of starting to teach. You're starting to put your products together, starting to put your containers together, shifting from just one-to-one clients to groups and things like that as well. I also feel the energy of hesitancy. Like I can feel this, can I really do this? And I can feel your angels really saying, yes, you really can. You were born for this. You were made for this. So there's also like a strong guidance here to dance and to start putting words on with like powerful lyrics, exactly like the song, like you were born for this. And, I'm, I'm unstoppable. You really want that song, I'm a lucky girl. You want that energy of, this is what I was made for, this is what I deserve, I'm allowed to be this powerful, I'm allowed to be successful, I'm allowed to be in my power, I'm allowed to be recognized, there is space for me. Terry's saying, wow, thank you, I'm truly considering medical intuitive. You would make an incredible medical intuitive, Teresa. I'm gonna drop you a message. Oh, that's exciting. Sarah saying, thank you. The first message I deleted on the chat. I wanted to ask the second, but it wasn't deleted. Sorry, darling. I think we have time. Let me go back up in a second. B is saying, will there be some changes in my career? Being just a child carer happened to be on the celebrity cover magazines as I sent some photos of myself to a modeling agency and they chose me. This is up to you. And what I'm being shown is that it's going to be both for a while, that it's not one or the other, that you can you're going to transition into modeling, but it's going to be over the course of the next 6 months to a year. And they're really saying that now the game has changed, particularly around modeling, in that you do have to create your own personal brand at the same time. I'm really being shown like, reels and Instagram stuff, and they're showing you have to start building your own brand as a model. But that yes, it is a career change, and yes, it's safe for you to trust it. It's safe that you've been chosen. You've wanted it since you were a child. Okay, I'm scrolling back up to see if I can find Sarah's one. Sarah saying, hi Sky, can I have guidance on how to combine my skills and abilities to create paths that's for my highest and best good? It's a very general question, but I'm going to pull a card for you anyway. Pull a card for you anyway. So the card is Radiant Moon of Compassion, which tells me you are being way too hard on yourself. Kuan Yin sits up on a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from the lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace, where you naturally belong. You're being urged to use this power now to grow spiritually and free yourself from situations that are drawing you down. Beloved, you are currently challenged by lower vibrational energies. This is not bad. In fact, you have called the situation to you so that you can grow stronger. Kuan Yin is with you to ensure that you are victorious. These energies of challenge may appear to be external in the form of a person, place, thing, or situation, or a current or past relationship. They may appear to be internal in the form of a habit of self doubt, self judgment, or criticism of others. You can choose to allow these energies to pull you down in fear and judgment, or you can choose to grow spiritually through the practice of compassion and liberate yourself into greater peace, love, and freedom. Kuan Yin shines through her radiant moon of compassion, reaching to you, allowing you to nourish and lift you up, to help you as you choose to rise above and grow spiritually stronger as a result. So, the energy, like when you're saying, how do I combine my gifts? You're judging yourself too harshly. You're getting stuck into perfectionism. So let me give you an example. How do I combine my gifts? I'll go up into God's light, I'll scan the collective consciousness, and I'll ask God, what would you have me say? Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? I will then see images of what is needed, how I could help, what I could serve. The image that lights me up or glows me up the most is then the image that I will turn into a masterclass or a reading or an online program or a book and or a video, and then that is what I will then release um, into the collective consciousness. So I use channeling, right, and going up to creator. I used my creativity. I use my unconditional love and compassion. I use the law of attraction, manifestation. I use all of that inside that process. So it's the same thing. You can combine your gifts in so many different ways. The clients don't really care how you get them the result. They care that you can get them the result. So they're really saying is stop focusing so much on the details and start focusing more on how you can help and how you can serve and um, what good comes of working with you. The wound is a validation wound. So you have to look at the places where you weren't seen, you weren't heard, you weren't validated growing up, because that is a massive block to visibility and recognition. And it either makes it non-existent, like you don't get offers, to be in magazines or published or speak, or it makes it transient. So it comes and it goes. It's not permanent. It's not long-term sustained success. So you need to look at a validation wound if you're blocked in that area. Justina saying, hi, what's the next step on my spiritual journey to take? What will the universe put in my path? What is best for me? I'm actually seeing like it's almost like you're going to get sucked into creating something around traditional lifestyles. I'm seeing you in the country. I'm seeing you working with herbs. I'm seeing you, going back to nature in a really big way, but still being able to monetize that somehow. But they're really showing me like herbs, tinctures, nature, um, almost like, you know, isolation, like getting away from people, retreating is very important for you right now, just so you can really reconnect back with who you are. VD saying, hi Sky, can you get some guidance on how to move forward towards my fashion career? So immediately Rangers are saying to me, be bold. You're playing it safe. They're saying that you have ideas. There's colors that you're seeing that you're not using. There's shapes that you're seeing that you're not using. You're almost looking at what other people are doing that's making them successful, and it stopped you from listening to your own inner voice. So we're just going to get Archangel Michael to cut off all the other comparisons so that you do you. Right? What takes off is things that are different. Women, men, particularly in fashion, they like things that are unique. So comparison doesn't work when it comes to the glow up. God works when it comes to glow up, fashion or otherwise. Niskar saying, can you send healing energies to my daughter's mental health? Yes, I can. Can you please get your daughter a really good therapist? Right? Can we, the angels are really saying, hey, we need bigger action than just sending unconditional love. We need a proper therapeutic intervention over here. She also needs some serious changes in her diet because her hormones are not okay. Okay. Oh, Shirley. Hello, Shirley. Hi, lovely. Thank you so much for these readings. Could I please know about my work in the current future? Also, will the finances for our dream house renovation be plenty? Okay, it's immediate yes for the renovation. With your future, I'm getting like a strong sense that you're becoming more and more visible and you're becoming like you're accepting your beauty more. You're so like your authenticity is so strong. You are so clear on who you are. You're like an unshakable mountain that cannot be moved. Um, it's almost like there's an energy here. They're almost saying like to visualize, like almost like get like different bits of paper to represent the different projects in your life. And I want you to imagine like a torus field. Imagine your flower with different petals in the same way that the flower doesn't have a problem, making all those petals expand and stretch out at the same time. If you think of like Lakshmi, who's the goddess of abundance, she has multiple hands, just like the flower has multiple petals all working at the same time. And it's effortless because right now what's happening is that it's like we put out one petal, another petal comes in. So they're saying, imagine like you're a flower, imagine that you're Lakshmi, imagine having those multiple hands working at the same time from a place of overflow, and feeling that overflow pouring into all the different petals and the overflow pouring into all the different projects, so that you're not so torn and that you're really able to receive support. There we go. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps all over. I know it's been a while. I miss you. Judith is saying, what shall I provide to the world in my business the most? They're showing me you're very creative, my darling. They're really showing me starting with something like coloring books and bookmarks, and let yourself be creative. It's hilarious because it's all this stuff that you were told that was worthless as a child that's going to bring so much abundance now. And then that's going to become a hybrid with your healing business. So you have passive income, but you also do sessions as well. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Everybody, I love you so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. O Great Spirit, Father Sky, Mother Earth, the winds, the waters, my Father, my Mother, Atanaha, all that is. We thank you for our lives, and we thank you for these good, good people. We thank you for all that we are and all that we are to become. We dedicate our time spent together and our relationships with one another to you. We ask that our suffering be ended and our pain be lifted to the love and to the peace that lay beyond. Aho, Amen, Namaste.